Hey, what's up, everyone? I am here with a video that's kind of popped into my mind, and as you might have noticed, the title of this video is Are Taurus Revolvers Really That Bad? Well, I'm going to save you the suspense and say, no! I know Taurus has had some issues in the past, and people see them as an inferior brand and all that other stuff, but as you can see, I have 3 Taurus Revolvers. And if any of them interest you at all, you can check back on my list of videos and reviews and first impressions. And I've done reviews on all 3 of them. This is the 905, which is a 5-shot 9mm. This one, I think it might be the 85 poly. This is 38 special 357 Magnum. And this one is 357 Magnum. And has a 9mm cylinder. Actually, this might be the 9mm cylinder in there now, and then I have the 357 separate. I got to tell you, I have been extremely happy with these revolvers. Not only were they inexpensive, but they really do the job. Now, I'm not going to come here and say that I've run 10,000 rounds through each one, because quite frankly, I have various firearms to choose from, and I don't have enough money to spend 10,000 rounds on ammunition, especially these times going through each gun. I can't get there every day to shoot, but I've been really happy with these, and I would say that maybe between the 3 of them, I've probably fired, I would say, comfortably over 2,000 rounds between the 3 of them, and I haven't had any issues. Now, and some of you are probably saying, well, 2,000 rounds between 3 guns isn't a lot, and you are correct. It's not a whole lot. It's not like some crazy torture test, it's going to impress people, but, what I'm saying is, as someone who's just a casual shooter who enjoys shooting but isn't going to do a full torture test, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, I've had some guns that totally crapped the bed the first time I took them out, like the Keltec PMR 30 and the Beretta Pico, and I love Berettas, but that gun sucked. I mean, those, you couldn't do anything with those guns. They just sucked. These guns, they've been, as far as reliability and whatnot, haven't had any problems. Timing's fine. They're as accurate as I am. I pull the trigger, it shoots. I'm happy. Now, the other thing to bring up is the cost of some of these. Now, this one right here, when times were far better, I picked this up for about $280 or $290 on Bud's Gun Shop. This for a 5-shot snub-nose revolver, chambered in 357 Magnum, that also shoots 38 special, and came with a shorter grip, so I got 2 grips with it too. That's a bargain. This one right here, I picked this up. Like I said, this was basically in a store that had some smoke damage and stuff. So I ended up getting a deal on this. It was only a couple $100. No, actually, I think I got it for $100. Anyway, it was a crazy deal. But again, when times were more normal, you can get these for about $3 1/4. Stainless steel, 5-shot snub nose revolver, and 9mm. Not bad. At least that's what I think. And then right here, I actually bought this in the midst of all the craziness. That's when I traded in my PMR 30, the gun that wouldn't shoot, and I put it towards this. I think this was like $460 or $470 used. Now, for a used gun, I think I did overpay a little bit on this, but when I saw it, I thought it was cool. 6-inch barrel, 357 Magnum revolver, shoots 38 special, and it has a convertible 9mm cylinder, and it's ported, and it has decent front and rear sights, and the rear sight's adjustable. Not a bad grip. Grip takes a little getting used to, but not a bad deal. I think in good times you could probably get this for about maybe $550, $560. And this is I think this is a tracker. Yes, as it says in big, humongous letters, it is a tracker. So, I mean, I like it. Like I said, I've had 3 of them. I would buy another one. I'm waiting for a deal to pop up on, I think it's called the Taurus 942. It basically looks exactly like this, but it shoots 22 LR, and they also have a very similar model that shoots 22 Magnum. Not only will I buy the 22 Magnum, but I'll buy the 22 LR. I like them. And, like I said, in good times, something like that probably would go for about $300 in stainless steel, $325. I'll buy it all day long. And I'll buy it in both. The other day, I saw a really awesome used stainless steel tracker. I believe it's a 10 shot. It's really huge. It was about the size of this right here, but it was stainless steel. Awesome looking gun. It was used, but I thought that the used price on it was a bit high. If it was new for that price, I would have bought it. I think it was $4.99, but I wasn't going to pay $4.99 for a used 22. Not doing it. But the gun itself is really cool. I wouldn't mind having it. Even though it's a gimmick gun, I would buy a Judge when the prices come down a little bit back to what they were. I almost bought one on a few occasions. I picked up used ones for like almost $300, and I ended up going in another direction. And finally, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Taurus is making 460 Smith & Wesson revolvers. So I figure 460 Smith & Wesson. I think the MSRP on them was about $850. So, MSRP is $850. You probably get them for the high sevens now that things are starting to get a little more normal. So if you're getting those guns for the high sevens, you've got, I think, big, 8-inch barrel. It shoots 460 Smith & Wesson, which also chambers 454 Casull, 45 Colt, and 45 Schofield. I'll take it. Now, some of you might say to me, well, I like Smith & Wesson. I think Smith & Wesson revolvers are better. Great. I'm glad you have that opinion. I respect that. If you said to me, would you rather have a 460 Smith & Wesson made by Smith & Wesson or a 460 Smith & Wesson by Taurus? I'd probably, it was free. You're just going to give it to me. I would take the one from Smith & Wesson in a heartbeat. I think they're both quality guns, but I would go for the Smith & Wesson because they're the ones who actually made the round. Kind of crazy, I know, but that's just how I feel. And the other thing is, if I had to sell it, I'd get better resale value. Now, if you told me you had to buy one and I saw the 460 for, say, $1,300 or so, that was made by Smith & Wesson, and the 460 made by Taurus, that was like $775. I'm going for Taurus. And then I'm going to take the other $500 and put it in my pocket, and then maybe pick up some ammo to go with it. That's just me. If you told me 357, do I want a Python or do I want this? I want the Python. Do I want to spend? I don't even know what Pythons are going for now. I know the old ones can go $4,000 or $5,000 sometimes, but I think the new ones are like $2,000. Well, yeah, I'd love to have a Python. If I had to have my choice between a Python and this, I'm taking the Python. If I actually have to buy it, no, I'd rather buy this and have like another $1,500 left over to maybe buy this and a couple other things. That's just the way I am. I'd rather have a variety than one gun that I just kind of throw up there that's like this beautiful, perfect thing. I see some people buy quartz, or they're awesome revolvers. There's a shop near my house that has maybe about a half dozen quartz in their case. One of the quartz is like $9,900. I guess it's some special edition quartz. So it's not one of those cheap, crappy ones that's only $6,000. Those, I guess, the poor people buy for $6,000 quartz. Great gun. Again, if I won in a raffle, I would be thrilled. I would love to have it. But if I did have $6,000 to blow on a gun, I'm not getting it. I'm going to get a really good gun for cheap money instead of a really, really good gun for, almost twice the price. Just makes more sense to me. Now I know some of you, maybe are more into saving things like for long-term collectability. I totally respect that. I'm not criticizing that at all. We all have certain things we gravitate towards. Like if you've seen some of my videos lately, I collect knives too, and I just love Boker knives. Some people might think they're crap. Some people don't think they're anything special. Some people love them. To each his own. But basically my point in all this is just to kind of make you, if you've been thinking about getting a Taurus revolver and you were worried about quality, buy a cheap one. Like I said, this one right here was $280 when times were good. I haven't seen this particular model, but I have seen the 38 specials at a couple of online stores, and they go for like $325. So if you want a 38 special snub nose revolver, buy the Taurus. Try it. It's $325. If you have a friend who has one, give it a shot. If they're renting them at the local range, give it a try. I'm telling you, it's hard to beat for the price. Like this is, I feel like this is like almost stolen because I thought it was so cheap. $280 or so for this. I'm not complaining. Although with this particular revolver, I will tell you that because it has the poly frame, when you shoot 357 out of it, it gets your attention. Oh, it gets your attention. 38 special is pretty comfortable, but it's way better if you're gonna go shoot, like a box of 357s out of this amongst it's so heavy. It's got the weight in the front and everything than this one. But that's a little off topic for today. But just wanted to give you some confidence to pull the trigger, pun intended, on a Taurus if you see them, because I think you'd probably be satisfied. And I think a lot of the stories about Taurus, quality control and whatnot, I believe them, but I think that they've improved, and I think they've probably learned their lesson from maybe cutting corners in the past, because I got to tell you, I've been pretty good with the Tauruses lately. All right, keep your eye out for some new videos, and I notice a lot of you don't subscribe. You watch the videos but don't subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. I have plenty more videos coming out on guns, knives, and I have some prepper type videos out, which we need to focus on with all the craziness going on in the world. Talk to you later.